and welcome back to Toy Reviews with Guff. Guff here, and it is a new day, which means it's a new review. Hope you're all having an awesome day today. So let's go on ahead and get on with this review. Today's review, let's go on ahead and move Mixmaster out of the way here. Today's review will be on the Studio Series Mixmaster Constructicon. Well, he is a Constructicon. On the side of the Decepticons, on the box here, we do have a very nice picture of Mixmaster. He is number 53 in the lineup of the Studio Series, which will be from Revenge of the Fallen movie. It does say who he is. It is Constructicon Mixmaster. He is a Decepticon. Hasbro. This product is for ages 8 and up. It does say Transformers Generations Takara Tomy. On the top here we do have the overhead window. We do have Transformers, and then once again Revenge of the Fallen. And then on the side here, so about that, almost coughed. On the side here we do have Devastator, the big huge monstrosity himself. A very nicely detailed picture of him, and then underneath that picture we do have the authentic Transformers logo, and then right above that, let's scoot this back just a little bit so that way I can get this to actually go up a little bit. So that way you can actually see the very top of this, which is the other logo for Devastator. And then on the back here we do have the pictures of the product that you do receive in this package, which is good old Mixmaster himself and his robotic form, and then his vehicle mode, his alt mode. He is a Mack truck, good old concrete mixer truck. And then down here it does say that you do get a backdrop that is included with it, and then it does take 21 steps to go from this to this or from this to that. And then it does say the Desert Sands Quake as Constructicon Mixmaster combines with his comrades to form Constructicon Devastator. And then on the very top it does say that it is a big screen inspired scale, detail, and backdrop. So, with that being said, on the other side, here's the number 53, as we said before, and it is from the Studio Series. He is a Voyager class, says the same thing in 4 other different languages. We do have a close-up of his insectoid-looking face. And then on the bottom we do have the barcode and words and so forth and so on. And that is that for the packaging. So we're gonna go ahead and move this out of the way and bring this camera back down real quick. There we go. Let's straighten it back out here. Give me one more second. And there we go. Let's scooch this back just a little bit and bring in the Voyager class himself, Mixmaster. As you can see, he rolls around like any truck should. Oops. All 6 wheels do spin on this figure, like they should. He does have the grill guard on the front here, and it does say, if you look closely enough, it does say Mack. He does have his little emblem that is supposed to be the logo of the Decepticons, but can't really do too much with a small hood ornament. You do have the smokestacks here. You do have the concrete mixer spinner right there. Would have been nice if they could have had at least the Decepticon logo on here. You do have the fuel tanks right there. and some kibble from his hands there and his feet there. But other than that, he is done up in like a offset gray green for the most part. Other than the silver right here, silver on the wheels, silver on the grill and grill guard. And the windows a little bit, but it's more of a gunmetal gray. These are done up in gray, the smokestacks. Other than that, the rest of it is done up in black and gray right here. Would have been nice if they were able to have this part come out and be able to swivel around like how you can in real life, but hey, like I said before, you can only do so much with what you can. So, with that being said, pretty decent truck mode, alt mode. Let's see how he sizes up with the rest of them, shall we? Let's scoot him back to us a little bit. There we go. Let's kinda zoom out here just a little bit. Let's start it off with the other Voyager class, which would be Scrapper. This, as you can see, mainly made up in yellow. Fairly longer. About the same size and height, but if you go with width, Scrapper is the winner on that. Let's scoot him back. Here he goes with Scrap Metal, which is not Voyager, they're deluxe. It is about the same length if you actually have the spot here all the way out, like so. But tallness, he takes the cake, but if you fold this like that, or even have it down, it's pretty much the same. But if you take and check the width, they're approximately the same. So with that being said, let's scooch him over. Here he goes with Decepticon, Constructicon, High Tower, fairly longer. Only way that he's taller is from these. I do believe he is wider though. Yeah, only because of the treads. Let's put him right here. I am not gonna do a size comparison with Skipjack because I cannot still find the stand, because the stand also goes like right here when he's in his bulldozer mode to keep his arms from going all over. So with that being said, here he is next to Leader Class. Is it Scavenger I'm thinking of? Yeah, it is Scavenger actually, so sometimes I forget that it's Scavenger and not the other big fella that was in the movie that ended up getting slaughtered by Optimus. So there we go with that. As you can see, if you have this straight up, then back down, pretty much the same length. But if you bring the shovel down, here's longer. He is not as tall as the Leader Class, and most definitely not as wide. So let's Gooch scavenger bat. And last but not least, out of the silly thing. Out of the Constructicons that I have, I'm still missing Rampage, and then I keep wanting to say Payload, but it's not Payload, it is Long Haul that I'm missing. But here he is with Overload. As you can see, not as long. If you keep this on, not as tall. If you take it off, then he is just a hair taller due to the mixer. And then not as wide, neither with that little class Payload. Not Payload, but Overload. And there we go. There he goes with the Brethrens that I have with him right now. Let's go on ahead and get to the transformation of this guy, shall we? First thing first though, which is always kind of tricky with him, is the combiner mode, the combination mode. For him, what you're going to want to do is take the hood off. Take this, open that up, bring these out like that, bring the head out. Easier said than done. Come on now. Why won't you come up? There we go. And then you're gonna take these, bring these out like so. Bring the head up like so. But first you're gonna go to the back of the face. Bring these out like so. Then bring it around. So that way this is on the outside. Bring this down like so. This is gonna peg right there, like so, on both sides. Then close that mouth, like so. And then what you're gonna wanna do is take this and we'll just do like this. Unhinge this part, I guess. We'll turn it around and do it like this. There we go. There we go. You want the feet to stay in one spot while you open that up. And then what you're gonna want to do, let me just move that out of the way. And what you're gonna want to do is turn him around. Grab a hold of this top part. Unhook them both. Gonna have fold them in. Grab a hold of this. Bring the hand cable down like so on both sides. Unhinge this one from the peg. Oh, come on. Unhinge it. Thank you. And then you're also gonna wanna take these, turn them downwards like so. Unpeg the legs from each other. Bring it down like so. Well, bring it up, then down. Then bring it around towards the front, so it's gonna look like a face with just knees. Kind of like a little gremlin. Silly little thing. Okay, so what you're gonna wanna do, go on ahead, keep this spot pegged in, have this come down to basically cover that. Same with this side, you wanna have this come down like so, peg it back into place, there we go, have this part come up like so. Same thing with this side, bring it up, then you're gonna wanna just basically bring it back around like so. Make sure you peg the arms in where they're supposed to go, I guess. Yep, if you pay attention, there's gonna be 2 pegs holes right up in there. Don't know if you can actually see them, but yeah, now you can. There's one there, one right there. You're gonna wanna peg it into the bottom one. The peg is gonna be right there. So you wanna peg it into the bottom one there. If you can get it to actually reach over to it. Mine's being a pain. There we go. You wanna peg the other one in as well, because what that's gonna let you do is peg these top parts back together as well. Mine is just being wonky, I guess. There we go. Yeah, I don't know why it's being stubborn for. Seems like it's, oh, that could be why. This one's not straightened out. There we go. Come on now, quit being a pain in the rear end here. And link up like you're supposed to. There we go. And then just bring it on down. And then you have it looking like that. And then what you're gonna wanna do is take the feet here, bend them at the knee, and then you're gonna take this spot, peg it right into that groove right there. Both arms has it, so all you do is you just slide it right on up in there. Is it supposed to be like that, or the... Oh. If I remember correctly, it's supposed to just slide right up into it. Did it? Yep. So take the tip of the toes and you just slide it right on up in there. Mine just being stubborn is all. Yep, just being stubborn. Silly old guy. Why must it be like this with me? Come on now. There we go. Makes a little clicking noise too. There we go. Do that real quick. So basically that's how you're gonna have him basically, but this is actually gonna be rotated up like so. So you basically got it up like that, and then you want to have these lined up correctly as well, because what these will do, you'll have this lined up to go right into them peg holes right there, and there you got the pegs right there. So you take this and you peg it right in like so. So got that going on, and then what you'll do, okay, little gremlin, lay your head down. What you'll do right here is this part off of overload. Take this off, and what you'll do is simply just slide it on over. It's gonna be acting hard to get. There we go. And there we go. There's his combination mode, his combo mode. And what you'll do is you'll got these little hinges here, right there, that'll catch on, and then there's gonna be two like pegs on the other part that's gonna peg in right in here where the tire is, and you just slide it in, and that'll be it. So with that being said, let's get him back out of this mode. Very simple. Just go in reverse of what we just did. Bring this up, unhinge, bring them back down, bring this in, bring these in like so, and bring this down. Grab the hood, slide it back on like so, and then bring these out. Separate this. Go ahead and bring this back in like so. Peg it back in. Peg this one back in. Oh, come on, quit being a pain. I don't know why, but Mixmaster always gives me problems when I go to do anything with him. And I don't get why. There we go with that. There we go with this. Switch this back around like so. Oh, come on now. We need it to connect here. Bring this all out. Bring this back around. Connect. Thank you. Bring this back around like so. Bingo. And then bring all this together like so. There we go. Peg in now, come on. Peg into it. Thank you. Same with you. Everything needs to line up and quit being a pain. There we go. There we go. I think I have him back. Almost all the way. Still off just a little bit. There we go. Got him back to like how he is supposed to be in truck mode. With that being said, let's go ahead and transform him real quick, shall we? So, to get on with this transformation, all we have to do is go ahead, grab Mixmaster here, go ahead and undo all of this. Basically, right down the middle, go ahead and unhinge this fake tire that's right here. Go ahead and unhinge it from that spot right there, like so. It's trying to be a pain, but what we can do, turn it around, do just like that, unhinge it from them spots there, bring this whole area down real quick, and then we'll take this, unhinge, bring this part of the mixer in, like so. There we go. And then unhinge this as well. But what you're gonna wanna do now, unhinge that whole thing, bring the hand downwards, and then bring this whole thing down so it's gonna be looking just like that. Bring out the arms like so. Straighten the feet out like so. But what we're gonna do now, take these smokestacks, bring them up, bring the head up, I don't know why mine is always tricky to get to come up. Uh-oh, came off the ball joint, cool, whatever. Tricky part, getting it to pop back on there because of how it's angled. Oh, come on now. There we go. Perfect. Now you're gonna wanna take the legs, make them do the splits, and then right here, bring it straight down like so. There's gonna be a difference if you pay attention at how the legs are. You want them coming out then straight down, not straight down. So bring it up, then bring it down. So there's a gap in between the legs. Now, next things next is you're gonna wanna readjust these, of course. There we go. You're gonna wanna turn the arms around like so, so the tires are facing towards you now. Unhinge them from right here. After you unhinge the mixing part, bring the hand down. There we go. I personally like to unhinge it, then bring it around, or have it at an angle. I think I'll have it at an angle today. You want to have this basically covering the inside, and then you can That's it. Yeah, the back. There's the peg right there. I'm pointing. That will peg into that hole right there. There we go. And then there's a little spot here where you can push down to get this to pop up, but it never wants to for me. There we go. And then with this top part, you're gonna just wanna bring it down, and on that hinge, bring it around like so. Same thing with the other one. Bring it around on the hinge joint. I try to have it be tilted a little bit, like so, and you wanna have him looking like that. That's how I normally have him looking. But if you look, there's his face. Would have been nice if they painted some red on the eyes. They have this almost the same exact color as the smokestacks. You have the kibble here from the truck mode, the tires. Primarily made up in black and the same shades. Gunmetal gray here and right under here. A little bit of silver in the face. Black right there. You turn him around, you do have the backpack of the truck. But other than that, very nice figure, I like it. He looks like a gremlin or something. That would be, you know, from Gremlins. Just as a robot. So, here he goes next to Hightower, looking like a T-Rex. If I can get Hightower to actually stand still. There we go. Now Hightower is a deluxe class. Mixmaster is a Voyager class. As you can see, much taller head-wise. Unless of course you do like that. But still taller. Here he goes with deluxe class scrap metal. As you can see with scrap metal, he has more head-to-head height level. If you take the Voyager class of Skipjack or Rampage, whichever one you have, if you have both, you'll notice that here's approximately the same height, just a little bit shorter head-wise. Like I said before, I don't have the stand, I don't know where the heck it went, but there he goes. Here he goes. Next to the Scrapper himself, Scrapper. Let's see here, Scrapper is also a Voyager class. Trying to get him fixed up here, kinda. There we go. As you can tell, Scrapper, we're gonna move scrap metal here real quick. Don't know what it is, it just seems Scrapper is off a little bit. Don't know, could just be me. I don't know. But there he is next to Scrapper. As you can tell, Scrapper is actually taller. Here he goes next to Overload. As you can see, if we put him right in front of Overload, much shorter and much not as wide as Overload. Oops. Don't know why Overload won't sit up right. For some odd reason. There we go. I'll put him like right there for now. Pick up Scrapper. Bring Scrap Metal right there. And then last but not least, out of them is Scavenger. Not Scavenger, but yeah, Scavenger. Leader class, which is about the same as width, but Scavenger is a leader class. He is taller, but that's about it. So there we go. I like how they did with him. I actually like how they did his robot mode. His alt mode is actually very nice as well. But I really dig his robot mode, his fighting mode. And last thing to do would be the backdrop. Let's get to it. So there goes the backdrop that he comes with. It does say number 53 of the Studio Series, Transformers. Let's move him out of the way. Transformers does have the Decepticon logo of, well, Devastator. Authentic Transformers product. It does say Transformers Revenge of the Fallen right there, as you can see. And then it does say Generations right there. And then we do have the big, huge scenery of the desert that he does come alive as Devastator. As you can see, it does have Devastator's shadow on those sands of the desert. So with that being up and ready, let's see how he fits up on here, shall we? There we go. There he goes. Next video we're gonna have is gonna be either Leader Class Scavenger or Leader Class Overload. I think I'll do Scavenger next. We'll see. But the last video of this Constructicon group will be Long Haul, because I still don't have him. He is a Voyager class that is supposed to be costing $30 in stores, but if you look online, he is running anywhere from 60 to close to $100 right now, and I'm not spending that much for him. But there goes Mixmaster, looking all mixy and mastering the elements of the sands. With that being said, don't forget to subscribe, don't forget to hit that notification bell to let yourself know when I upload another video. With that being said, you all have a good night, good day, good morning, And with that, I am out.